And let's get on with this. I gotta just do that. One more. And now we're gonna start this soon as I just have my information up in front of me. And then one more thing, one more, baby. One more, baby. Okay. And then we are ready to go. And in front of us, we got the amazing Pauline Ferrand-Prevot. Uh, Her second name, I'm not really going to try to pronounce that because I don't want to butcher her name. Don't want to butcher her name, but she's Rice for Visma Lisa Bike, and she is French. And today was the ladies' Patty Roubaix, known as the Patty Roubaix Femmes Avec Swift. And it was an interesting race. It was an interesting race. My picks, did I get one? Well, one of my picks, actually, Pauline was one of my picks to get in the top five, but not on the podium and not to win. And it was crazy because I had SD Works down just to sweep everything because I thought that if Kabaki was to drag the Lorena Rabis to the line, that she would easily win the sprint. But it just showed that today was a tough day. It was a bit too hard for Lorena Rabis, and she wasn't able to, take care of the business. But that's how it goes sometimes. That's how it be sometimes. And it was a really good race. The young lady, what's her name? Kabaki did her best. She worked hard, but it wasn't to be today. Her teammate, uh, I think, yeah, her teammate did get on the podium. Lorena Rivas did get on the podium, so that was a first for her because Kabaki was the winner from last year. She was reigning champion from last year, so she did get onto the podium, so that was good. And I don't know if you got a chance to see the ladies Paris Roubaix today, but it was a really good race. The cobbles are dry, and the other thing is that the men race tomorrow, and there's supposed apparently to be a bit of rain, so it should be a bit messy. So it should be pretty exciting. But Pauline, she rode away, and it didn't even look like an attack. She attacked, and it's almost like everyone was like, I'm not chasing, you chase, I'm not chasing. And then after all of that, looking around, she just it was 20 seconds, and then it was 30 seconds, then it was 40 seconds, and the gap just opened up to a minute. She actually bridged over to a track rider that was like away on her own. She caught the track rider, but then she dropped the hammer on one of the couple sections. I think it was 9 seconds to go, and she dropped the hammer on the track rider that was with her. Can't remember her name, but it was just too much. She just couldn't handle it. And once Pauline got that gap, it was off to the races, and it was exciting to see. The biggest thing is that as a French rider has won a monument. And if I look at my notes. Where's my notes too? Here we go, my notes. So the last time like a major race was won by a French cyclist was Bernard Hinault. And can you believe that in 1985, Bernard Hinault was the last rider to win. Like it's not even like he's won monuments, but he's won a couple monuments before that. But the last major win from I was a French male rider was in 1985, and in 1995, Jenny Longo won the world in 1995. So that was the last time. But if they really don't count the world championships as a monument. It's yes and no. And if that's the case, then you could go back to 2021 when Philippe went back to back in 2020 and 2021 winning the world championships. But the world championships, it's in a sort of it sort of stands on its own. It's a unique beast on its own. It's a major title, and it's a title that everybody wants to get, and it's well sort of. I think it's like a little higher than a monument, but you can't class it as a monument. And Alaphilippe won that back in 2020 and 2021 back to back. So, like the French have had a drought. They haven't won the Tour de France, their own race, since 1985. And today they won the Paris-Roubaix. That is their race. The Paris to Roubaix is a French race. So it like all of Paris, all of France is going to be cycling. France is going to be crazy, excited, partying, and happy tonight. For just it's just amazing. It's just amazing to see, and it's just been long overdue. And I'm just happy to see it. And I'm pretty sure all of the French cyclists and all of the French fans are happy to see it as well. So I don't know why it's only that. That's crazy. Not something's not something's not going like it's supposed to be. But anyway, it'll fix itself. It'll correct itself. Yeah, it did. So the race, like I said, the race, like my favorite Martelac, she had a little she got caught behind a crash, and she was basically the power for Lato Kopecky, and like part of the power for Lato Kopecky and Lorena Wiebes. And as soon as saw that Martelac was pretty much out of the race, and she got canceled out by the crash, so she was chasing for the rest of the day, and she was never with the lead group. If she would have been in that lead group, that would have meant Kopecky and Lorena Wiebes wouldn't have had to do much work. They could have relied on a lot Marta Lack to pull them along. So, but that didn't happen. But these things happen, man. These things happen, and it was a learning curve, or whatever. But it was good to see Marta, because I'm a big fan, and she like last year she really surprised everyone with a breakaway win, like a long breakaway win. Didn't think that she would hold on to it, and she did. So SD Work signed up and put her to work today, and unfortunately she got caught behind a crash, so, and wasn't able to assist Lato Kopecky and Lorena Rebus to get to the finish, but Lorena Rebus was still able to get on the podium and get that third place. But I mean, Pauline Prevot, that was just flipping amazing today. She just like it was just like just watching her roll away from the her competition. And, like you can see her putting down the power, but she made it look like she wasn't putting down the power. But here's the thing: in 2015, she actually retired from pro cycling on the road, and she rode mountain bike, and she went on to win lots of championships in mountain bikes and whatnot. And then she came back. She only just came back to the sport, I believe, like last year. So, and then for to come back to last year, and then like fast forward to today to win Paris Roubaix. Even though she beat the riders that I picked to win, just to see like I'm gonna keep, uh, reiterating it and emphasizing it. A French rider cyclist has won a major monument. I don't know if you understand how big that is, or how massive that is, and just you if I could be in Paris right now, or just anywhere where there are French cycling and cyclists just around, I just imagine it's just like everyone is just super elated. She cried when she finished, and you know what? I'm not one for crying and all that other stuff, but after what's that 15, 25? But after 35 years, 35 years. Oh my that's a long time to see. Yeah, that's a long time, buddy. That is a long time. And like with the Tour de France, that is like the race of the world. These they in the last years, during the Tour de France, the French win stages, but the stages are cool. You got to win the thing overall. So I think like Pauline Boravant, she's going to be a good pick for the Tour de Femmes this this July. I don't know if it's in July. Is it in July? I think it is in July. I think it is the same. I think she's going to be a good pick for the Tour de Femmes. And yeah, now, I don't even know what to say. I haven't even said much about the race. So basically, two riders in the beginning of the race took off. They were basically rode uh, with a 2 minute gap until the Sactor started. Then once the Sactor started, I think it was like they didn't do the women, the ladies don't do the Ardenberg forest for some reason. I have no idea why they don't do it. I guess they deem it too dangerous or too hard or something. But the ladies don't do the Ardenberg forest. They start from like sector 18 or something like that. So they yeah, they don't do the Ardenberg forest. And I think by sector 15 or 16 they had the breakaway back, and it was a young lady from Windspace who was second at Umloop, and she was in that long breakaway at Umloop and finished second. But you know, that didn't happen today. They brought back the break, they caught up the break, and then once the break, then Kopacki attacked, and a couple other riders attacked. But when that Kopacki attacked, that sort of like split the group up. It shedded a lot of riders from the group, and Kopacki tried a couple more times. And in one of the attacks, she actually ran away with four other riders. But then the four riders realized, that they weren't really making the ground. They weren't really working well together. And when they did attack, Kabaki actually dropped her, well, her teammate, Lorena Rebus, who's like with the chase group. But Lorena Rebus was able to sit in that group, and then they all caught up because they all sort of slowed down and sat down for a little bit. Then they had a few more attacks. They got the pace going and everything. But then, like in doing all of that, they really didn't. Um, they really weren't trying. And then that's when, of about 9 seconds to go, Pauline Prevot just she made her move, and her move was to bridge to the truck rider, because the truck rider just before she went, a truck rider had gone off the front and was soloing off the front, and she bridged up to the truck rider. And but then when they got on so they rode together for a minute, but when they got on the cobbles, Pauline was just too strong, and she just rode off, and just yeah, she just rode off, and the truck rider wasn't able to. And that was basically it. Once she rode off, the gap just it's it did rise quick, but it was steady. It was steady and consistent. She kept the speed steady and consistent, and yeah, it was, like I said, it was amazing to see, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. So the men is supposed to be a little bit of rain, but if it is, it is. It is what it is. Like I said, we're looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be exciting. And what is tomorrow looking like really quickly? Let's preview tomorrow really quickly. Do I? Yeah, there you go. So that's tomorrow. That's the your favorites for tomorrow. Because I already did a video there, so I'm not going to go into that. But that's your favorite for tomorrow. So I thank you for tuning in. It's Innisfluby. Say it with your legs media. Please hit the like button. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. And I will see you on the next one. I'll probably see you same time tomorrow after we talk about Paris Roubaix. Because I know I'm probably gonna my heart's probably gonna start beating or something. I'm probably gonna have to go sleep, turn the lights out and lay down in a dark room to probably recuperate from tomorrow's race, because I it's just gonna be fireworks. Any race that Pogacar's in, even if Pogacar don't win, it's gonna be fireworks. So we're really looking forward to tomorrow, and what Pogacar's gonna do tomorrow. So, but anyway, we end with Pauline. Well done to the young lady today. Massive, massive race, exciting race. So anyway, in this Luby, say which legs meter. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. And come on, man, help us out. Every time you hit the like button or subscribe to the channel, or even just leave a comment, it really helps the algorithm. Helps me do this thing, because trust me, we're we're just at the tip of the iceberg to what we're going to be doing for next year. Alrighty? So peace out, people. I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next one.